Amir was a 14-year-old boy living in a bustling town with his family. Raised in a loving, caring Muslim household, Amir's parents tried their best to instill in him values of respect, kindness, and gratitude. However, as Amir grew older, he became increasingly stubborn and rebellious, often arguing with his parents and disregarding their advice. Whenever his mother asked him to help with chores, Amir would roll his eyes and mumble under his breath, walking away without so much as an apology. His father's guidance on how to perform his prayers or make wise choices was met with a similar attitude. Amir saw his parents' words as mere nagging, a constant attempt to control him, and he never once thought they might be acting out of love. This behavior created a growing tension at home. Amir's parents, though hurt, continued to treat him with kindness, hoping he would understand the importance of respect one day. They were patient, praying for him to have a change of heart. However, Amir only grew more resentful, feeling he didn't need their advice or anyone's help. One summer evening, Amir's attitude finally reached its peak. He shouted at his mother when she asked him to turn off his video game and help set the dinner table. His mother's face fell and she left the room quietly. In the silence that followed, Amir felt a strange sense of guilt, but he brushed it off quickly, reasoning that his parents just didn't understand him. But one day, Amir's entire perspective changed. It was the middle of the school year, and his class was planning a field trip to a historical town. Excited, Amir asked his parents for permission, but given his recent grades and behavior, they were hesitant. They gently suggested he focus more on school and attend the next trip instead. Furious, Amir felt betrayed and shouted, "You're always ruining everything! I don't need you or your permission." With that, he stormed off to his room, slamming the door. Determined to show he could do as he pleased, Amir decided to join the trip without telling his parents. He asked a friend to cover for him, and they boarded the bus the next morning. First, everything went as planned. Amir felt a thrill of independence, enjoying the trip with his friends and exploring the town. But as the day wore on, Amir found himself in an unfamiliar part of town, separated from his group. Panic set in. He tried to call his friends, but the battery on his phone had died. Suddenly, he felt vulnerable and lost, the weight of his actions sinking in. Hours passed as Amir wandered, feeling the sting of hunger and exhaustion. For the first time, he longed for his parents' warmth and comfort, the safety he had taken for granted. Desperate, Amir finally found a kind stranger who lent him a phone, and he dialed home with trembling hands. When his mother answered, he could hear the worry and relief in her voice. "I'm sorry, Mom," he whispered, his voice breaking. His parents arrived shortly after, embracing him tightly, forgiving him without hesitation. As they drove home, Amir felt an overwhelming sense of shame. He had acted selfishly, thinking only of his desires, disregarding the love and concern his parents had for him. Seeing the exhaustion in their faces and realizing how worried they had been, Amir's heart softened. That night, Amir reflected deeply on his actions. He remembered his mother's kindness, his father's patience, and the countless times they had tried to guide him, only for him to turn away. He realized he had been so focused on himself that he had failed to see how much his parents cared for him. In his mind, he replayed the hurtful things he had said, feeling ashamed. The next morning, Amir approached his parents with a sincere heart, his eyes filled with remorse. "Mom, Dad," he said softly, "I'm really sorry for all the times I disrespected you. I thought I knew better, but now I see how wrong I was. I don't want to be that person anymore." His parents embraced him, reassuring him that they had already forgiven him. From that day on, Amir made a commitment to change. He began helping his mother around the house, taking pride in doing his part. He listened carefully to his father's advice, seeking his guidance with humility. Gradually, Amir became more responsible, recognizing the wisdom his parents shared. Amir's friends noticed the change in him too. He no longer complained about chores or ignored his parents' messages. Instead, he often shared stories of his family's teachings, realizing how valuable they were. In time, Amir's life became more peaceful and fulfilling. He felt a newfound respect for his parents and a deep sense of gratitude. His home was no longer a place of tension, but a haven of love and understanding. Through his experience, Amir learned a vital lesson that respecting his parents was not a burden but a blessing, a way of honoring the love they had given him. Moral of the story: respecting and obeying parents is a valuable principle in life. Parents guide, protect, and nurture their children with love and wisdom. Those who recognize and honor this bond find peace and success, while those who disregard it often learn through hardship. The story of Amir reminds us to value and cherish our parents, for their love is an irreplaceable gift. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more heartwarming tales, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to share with your loved ones. Thank you for watching.